When they did this, they thought this was only going to affect us, not realizing that when their girls get a chance, they was going to come over to where Israel, the children of Israel, were, and be affected by the same negatives that they thought was insulated only amongst us. Right? So what happens? They lie and claim that black men are this and what, they're savages, they're beasts, or black women, all this to discourage their children, but their children were curious anyway. And what happens? You start teaching women liberation and start teaching all of this stuff, and now you are losing the numbers, not having the children that you thought you was going to have, while destroying the children of Israel in the inner city. Now it's affecting you. Now it's what? It's blowing back on you. Even the buffers that you bring over here, they end up seeking out our people to be with. Our people are like magnets. The whole world loves us. And I'm not boasting. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. Even going over to other countries. Here it is. We're treated like nothing here. But you go into Greece and we had my sons, all these people being treated, they were being treated like stars in these other areas. It's to a point where I had to check a lot of them with their pride and all that, because they couldn't understand how they were being viewed on such a level when they would have never experienced that much in the United States at all. I had to check them. Even we go to Greece, all these girls wanted to get with Israel. No matter where you go. Now check this out. So that means they tried to do this. And what happened? Divide and conquer. It involved inciting conflicts between conquered groups and then mediating between them. You cause the issue, then mediate, preventing them from uniting against the Roman rule. This tactic was effectively employed in the conquest of the Italian peninsula and beyond. You create groups, create infighting amongst them so that you can have the moral high ground to come in and bring the solution, and that in of itself keeps Esau in power. But when they did this, brothers and sisters, let me show you. When they did this was their Trojan horse to destroy us. And they thought that the crack and all of that would insulate us to a point where they could boast of their numbers at a time when our people were rising in consciousness. They knew the Most High would begin to speak to us and bring us back our knowledge. So they had a short time and they needed to totally buffer us and destroy us by other groups and others. And they use feminism as their key weapon. Right? So check this out. Let's go back to the Confederacy so that I can wrap this up, Elder Lawyer, in the book of Obadiah.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to 5. Yeah, 2.
Yes, sir. Verse 5.
Though thou exact thyself, you can do the eagle.
Yes, sir. Verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
The nest among the stars is their space program. They're building out there to fight against Christ's second coming. And then it tell you that they're thieves. Why? Because they only had the mountains. So anything that they were blessed with, the sword, they would need the sword. They would need war. They would need to take because nothing was given to them. See? There was 2 sons, Jacob and Esau, and only one promise. So anything they get, they must steal. If thieves came to thee, read.
If robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not lead some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Who can figure Esau out is what Obadiah is asking. We can, because our God have given us the mind of Edom out of this book. See? There's a method to Esau's madness. There's a method to it. And it's all for the sake of survival. It tells you here that he's the smallest amongst all of the nations of the earth, which means, folks, if you put them all together, they're only 7% of the earth's population. And then on top of that, when you look at the globe or the maps they make, they intentionally made the UK big on the map in comparison to the United States to make you believe it was more of them that conquered. When folks, you can put the whole UK in Texas and it'll be a lot of room left even after that. Okay. All the men, read.
7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Now the people that they were in confederacy with against us, Psalms 83, are now up on them now. Turning on them. Read.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Because they understand that Esau never had an intention of sharing power equally with them. So they coming to him, it's like, nah, thank you for helping me take down Jacob, but no. A matter of fact, I'm going to smash your country too. And now the nations are like, well, there's no understanding in this guy. We were all together, and now the tactics he used on his brother, they turned around and used on us. Right? And it said, let's go back up here, Elder Lawyer, where it says, where it talk about their numbers.
Yes, sir. Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
I've made thee small among the heathen. Heathen only mean Gentile nations. Now, I showed this years ago, right after Biden was voted in, that their plan that they were doing with immigration and all of that was based on what? Their numbers dwindling down. Their birth rates are down, not just in America, all over the earth. When they opened up a what? A sexual revolution through feminism, their women left the farms. Now they women fly all around the world looking for black men. See, they didn't bank on that one. Folks, I'm not talking about what's right or wrong according to the law. I'm talking about what is. If you're going to do a revolution, a sexual revolution, and back feminism to destroy our people, you didn't think that your daughters would begin to exercise their curiosities? Let me show you something here. Let me show you something. Biden. Remember Biden said this?
I'm the first person, black or white, who calls attention to the fact that you were finding that there was the rate of people who are African Americans who are dying was 3 times that of white people. I don't carry around a stamp on my head saying progressive and I'm AOC, but I have more of a record of getting things done in the United States Congress than anybody you know. Anybody you know.
Some Biden cringe.
By 2040, this country is going to be minority white European.
You see that? He said by 2040, this country will be minority white European. Now, Biden, what do you care about that for if all people are equal and it's all equitable and it's about peace? Why do you worry about these numbers?
Hear me? Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do.
Oh, look at him wagging his wagging his finger there. You Negroes have to start working with the Latinos, divide and conquer, who makes up more of the demographic than you do. Folks, this was their plan the whole time. And now look what they're doing to the so-called Hispanics. Right? Now, these are the so-called leaders our people are voting in. Right? These are the so-called leaders. Biden today is screaming on these characters. Shut up and do what we say. White people are dying around here. We're going to be the minority around. We're not having no children. So you have to take a back seat and listen to those Latinos, because why? They were looking at bringing over also, because there's a caste system in these countries, the Edomite so-called Latinas to bolster their birth rates. But then there was a problem with that. Now, as soon as they bring them over here, they're going after Ocho Cinco. They're going after Chad Johnson. So everything that they're bringing over is making a beeline to where the Israelites are. Right? So check it out.
Some Biden cringe.
By 2040, this country is going to be minority white European. Hear me? Minority white European. And you guys are going to have to start working more with Hispanics, who make up a larger portion of the population than y'all do.
Boy, let me tell you, he put some stank on it too. Shut up, Al Sharpton. More than y'all do. So we got to break down this pie, this minority pie that we used to give your people. We're giving it to the strangers. Because we have to bolster our numbers back. Abortion ain't killing enough for you. You're still multiplying like you were in Egypt. What are we going to do about you? We show your images, everything wrong on the earth, and when the women come over, they come straight after the black men. And then, even if Esau deals with a black woman, guess what? That child will automatically be put in the category of black. So what's happening is they're being multiplied. They're being what? They're being moved to extinction through low birth rates. Because they'll look at a mixed girl and say, or mixed boy and say he belong over there. And their numbers go lower. So this was a level of warfare Esau couldn't do nothing about. They become extinct. So the Most High, through the Spirit, has naturally began, brothers and sisters, to judge right before our eyes. He's doing the judgment when you're just disappearing out of the earth right before our eyes. So Esau needed the immigration. Let me show you. He needed the immigration. So what did they do years ago? Look at what they did.
Visiting Poland as Russia invaded. For several days, her family has been trying to escape Ukraine. A nearby tent offers shelter from the biting wind.
Ой, спать не могу.
I can't sleep. I sleep 1 or 2 hours a night. I have
Students are from
Look.
Ecuador and fled.
Look at this, folks. All of Ukraine, the men go to war to die, and they're bringing all the women and children. They've been doing this. This video came out 3 years ago, folks. To bolster the Edomite population. Why? Esau know that, especially the women within the United States, have left the farm. They're no longer cooperating. They're no longer cooperating with the imperialist men. They're not siding with their men anymore in the United States or the Western world. And you know what? Esau is saying, you know what? We're going to get rid of them too. We're going to get rid of them too in the war. And they brought the replacements under the cover of immigration. And now they're going after all of the ones that look like black, Latinos. They're going after all of them. But folks, this is what it was about the whole time. To bolster their numbers. So now they've been emboldened, Elder Lawyer. Right? Hold up. Now they've been emboldened. Check this out, Elder Lawyer, where now these guys can out just ask the question now.
I think race mixing should be illegal. What do you mean? Like mixing races, like a black person, white person having children, like an Asian and a Mexican.
Yeah. Should it be illegal or legal? Should it be legal or illegal?
Illegal.
Oh, no. No.
Why not?
I love my chocolate, man. Everyone loves who they love. I mean.
So you're a mud shark.
Oh, Lawyer, here's the insecurity. You see what happens? See, they thought, let me tell you, let me go back. They thought when they did this, that it was going to affect and destroy our people, and we kept multiplying. The Bible. Is it hard to understand?
When it comes to reading the Bible, the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that this is the Word of God.
The seals have been broken, and the truth is here.
And when we go throughout the scriptures, when we go throughout extra biblical records, we find that the language that God employed, that He used to create the heavens and the earth, was the Hebrew language.
Christ said, I came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But yet no one, no religious leader, no religious church out there anywhere can now identify the 12 tribes of Israel. Can we? God is quite simple, but it seems as if man makes understanding him hard.
What are those mysteries?
The truth of your book and the truth will make you free. The Hebrew and Bible Academy, you're invited.